Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Manufacturing Strong, Connecting the Community. Today, I get to welcome James Phillips from Microsoft. James, thank you for joining our episode.
Thank you so much for having me, David.
So let's kick into things. Clearly, everybody knows Microsoft, but you guys have been doing some really, some incredible things here during this unprecedented times and this whole COVID crisis. Can you just touch on a few of the key things that you guys have been doing for manufacturing customers and your employees?
So for our employees, we have obviously, like many others, been working from home, and except for people who are on critical tasks where they must be in the office. And so we've been doing everything that we can to make that comfortable for people. We've given the opportunity for our employees to take as much time off as they need to be with their family members if they're caring for someone, and providing them with the tools they need to get their work done. You and I are talking right now on Teams. And obviously one of our faster growing services, particularly in the light of the crisis that we're dealing with right now. For customers, particularly manufacturing, one of the things that's been really cool to see is our remote assist application. We have a product called Dynamics 365 Remote Assist, which allows manufacturers and others to sort of be together leveraging augmented reality. So if you and I were trying to troubleshoot a problem with a piece of equipment in a manufacturing facility right now, we could be using remote assist that would allow me to see exactly what you were seeing in front of you. I could mark up in the space in front of you in a way that you could actually see this, and I could guide you through a process that normally we'd want to do together, perhaps physically, but now we can do that virtually with remote assist, either HoloLens or using Android or iOS devices.
Yeah, and I mean, there's been so many things you guys have done in that area. Now we've been seeing it too from customers saying we need to start to look at this more seriously. And in fact, I've started to use it as well here, even in the last couple of weeks. So if we had all the manufacturing customers here ready as a community, James, what one question that you'd really like to ask them right now?
It's super easy for me. So being in the business of building business applications and software systems to support the manufacturing sector, among others, my question would be, what can I do to help? How can you guide me to the areas that are emerging as most critical as things change, both in the need to work differently given the realities of the virus, or given the realities of the recessionary economic environment that we're walking into on the back of this thing. And so I would in fact get massive value out of being able to canvas a bunch of manufacturers to answer that question and to do some pattern recognition so I can go serve you better.
Final question. Now, this is, obviously there's been a lot of challenges and a lot of challenging times for a lot of folks, but just on a bit of a lighter side, anything that has happened to you guys or your team that you see as a bit of a silver lining through all this?
Well, the reduction in haircut expenses, or the ability to even spend money on haircuts, is certainly a quick silver lining. It's starting to get kind of shaggy. But I think, the thing that I've really enjoyed is getting to know other folks in a way that we probably wouldn't. But I'm sitting here in my home office right now, and I've been able to, see the pets and the loved ones and the homes of all my colleagues and folks on my team, and I think that's humanized us quite a bit and drawn us closer. So kind of ironically that we can't be close, and yet we're becoming closer through this, I think, as a result of having to work differently. So that's what I'd point out, David.
James, it has been so awesome to have you on one of the episodes. Have a great day.
Thanks a bunch. Talk to you soon.